Alright, first and foremost, let us give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim order, pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. Coming out with this lesson today entitled The Idol, Jesus the Christ. And you could watch through, I would say the Israelite community, because at the end of the day, whether the 2/3 of our people believe that there is Israel or not gonna change the fact that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. It doesn't matter what they believe, what they think is right or anything like that. We are the children of Israel, and that is a fact. And in the Israelite community, in the midst of the children of Israel, this picture here on the right, this is what our people pray to. This is what our people think about when they pray. And I could say that from experience. When I was younger, this is what I saw. This is the man that I saw when I closed my eyes and prayed every morning and every night. Every morning before I went to school, every night before I sleep. This is the man, This is the image I saw, watching Passion of Christ, the movie, and crying. And seeing this face with blue eyes and blonde hair, reddish blonde hair, and red skin. This is what I saw. And this is not just what I saw, this is what all of us, the majority of us, saw. This is what we believed in. We believed that his name was Jesus. We lived thinking and believing that Jesus, this white man, is in heaven looking down on us. And just thinking back on it, it brings a great sense of shame and sadness to know how lost we were in this world, and it had no one to correct us and tell us that we were doing the wrong thing. That's why we say Tawada to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, for giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have. That's why you're not to take it for granted. But they just a little article here, you could see, just going over some of the things, and there's a short lesson, just based upon this man, because, I'll get into that after. You just read the article for now. It say, as Moko Choko puts it so well, for the dominant image of Jesus as a white person, or indeed the archetypical whitey, we have to blame those Renaissance era master artists, Da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, and his ilk. True to their artistic loyalties, they painted Jesus like a handsome Greek or Italian man. It helped that it became easily identifiable for followers of Christianity in Europe. In the age of the Crusades, the church was better off not reminding people they were praying to a little brown Jew. And the part here with the Renaissance era master artists, during the Renaissance period, which was an age of rebirth. I remember learning that in history class, but they never actually told us what did they recreate. They told us about the printing press and knowledge that didn't need to be learned, and they left out the most important part of the Renaissance period. They recreated the children of Israel. They recreated Yahushai to look like this white faggot that we see here right now. They whitewashed all the pictures on them. You understand? They made him to look like them, you know. And the reason why they did that is so that, I mean, it worked, because you look at look at so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives today. They worship Esau. They do. They worship him in body. You know, if they're sick, they run to him for his medicine. You know, if they are mentally ill, they run to his medicine for his advice. You know, in a spiritual level, they worship him, right? They worship Esau. They look at this picture and they don't. This picture, for me, growing up, there was a sense of hatred towards myself. You know, because growing up, watching TV, you know, everything you're seeing is this white Esau, Edomite children, Edomite people, you know. And they growing up, I remember they portrayed, I was seeing the pinnacle of beauty, to be pale skin, red skin, to be blonde hair, to be blue eyes and amber eyes and green eyes and things. And straight hair, because that was all I was seeing. And even our own people, family, telling it to don't go with no nigga girl and do, you know, go for Elam and these other nations. So it was just filled within my mind that dark skin, brown skin, dark brown skin, dark brown eyes, thick lips, thick nose, coarse hair, as they call it, nappy, right, hard head. I saw those things as ugly. And I saw blue eyes, red skin, blonde hair as the standard of beauty. You understand? And that's so sad. It's so heartbreaking to know how low the Most High brought us. We are the lowest on this earth, and from the moment we're growing up to the moment we die, it's like we've under so much curses, you know. Esau has to pay for what he has done, and he will. Right? It says, similarly, many African and Arab Christians painted Jesus with dark skin and a bushy mop, or painters from Far East or Hispanic regions added local racial features, something which immediately invokes easier association. So in other words, these people were painting Yahushua to look like them, but he's not of them. Yahushua is of Israel. You understand? He came from an Israelite man and an Israelite woman. He looked like Israel. You understand? He is Yahushua Mashiach, Slakia. He's Yahushua Mashiach. You know, he's the Messiah. Right? He's coming back for Israel. He came out of Israel. He has the features of an Israelite man. Not an Edomite, not an Elamite, right? Not a Hamite, an Israelite man. You know, and we see here certain depictions of madness, you know. But I'll go down to the main part of it. Even after they say all that about, you know, the Renaissance period and they whitewash the images and all that, this is the image that they come up. They say, while forensic anthropology and our growth of physical anthropology that uses cultural and archaeological data as well as the physical and biological sciences to study different groups of people. Basically, they say that this is what Yahushua look like. Even after they said all that, they still bring forth another lie. Yahushua did not look like this. You know, this is not the face of an Israelite man. And I understand, like, hey, confusion of faces. We are split it up among the heathen. We look like the heathen. Plenty brothers look like these, like Esau. They look like Elam. You know? But through the Spirit, you know, that is understood. But by the depiction that the scriptures gave us, and our Lord Yahushua, he didn't look like this. You know? After everything, they still refuse to admit that he looked like a so-called black man. And to show how much they hate us. Right? And besides the physical appearance, this image, right? This becomes their God. Look in the Catholic churches. They have this image upon the walls. They have Mary upon the walls. They have the cross upon the walls. Go to your grandmother's house, and you would see an image of a white Jesus on the wall. Guaranteed. You know? This image is loved by our people. You know? It's more than Jesus for them. When they think Jesus, they think this. They see this. And they love what they love that imagination. When they imagine being happy, when they imagine heaven and all these things, this is what they see. Right? This image is their God. The image is their God. It's not just the name. It's not just that they have the name wrong. It's more to it than that they worship this image. And not only that, this image comes with certain things. For example, this image comes with the saying that all man is going to be saved. This comes with the saying that Jesus loves everyone. This is that Jesus is of love and he's not of hate. This comes with all misinterpretations of the Bible created by Esau. You understand? So this image is not just an image, it's not just a name. It comes with principalities, it comes with a doctrine. Christianity is a doctrine, a false doctrine. You know? So when you see people saying, in Jesus I pray, amen, besides, they're not just thinking about the name, they're not just thinking about the image, they're thinking about the doctrine that comes with the name and the image. Right? And our people, their minds are polluted with this image, with this doctrine, with that name. They refuse to believe that Yahushua is the true Messiah. They refuse to believe that he looked like a so-called black man. You see, this image, I can't even say that, I can't even say Yahushua and Jesus. It's come like there's two different persons. Because this is Caesar Borgia. The image comes from Caesar Borgia. You know? And that the Messiah, his name is Yahushua. And this man's name to these people is Jesus. And this man's image, it contradicts, so like this man's doctrine contradicts the doctrine of our Lord Yahushua. You know? And it contradicts the doctrine of his father, whose name is Yahweh. Right? So our people are deep into idolatry. Very deep. Why do you think our people adore the so-called white man Esau so much? Because when they see a savior, this is what they see. An Edomite. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. It said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." This is the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Most High says to not have no other gods before him. Right? It says verse 4. It said, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You know? So why it is our people have Jesus hung up around their house? Why do all our people insist on wearing a cross around their necks, and insist of having tattoos, right, with Jesus and with a cross running down the chest, and all kind of madness? Why do they insist when you tell them that his name is Yahushua? Why do they insist on saying, well, I call him Jesus? Use Yahweh. You naming Yahushua. You giving him a name. What you want to call him. Right? It said not to not make any graven image. Why it is that these Catholics have Mary up on their walls and have a cross with Jesus on a cross in the churches? Why is that? If the scriptures say to not make any graven image, and that is the point I'm trying to make. Jesus and Yahushua are two different beings. Yahushua is the Messiah, is the son of the Most High Yahweh. Yahushua is the man that we read about, you know, the Messiah, the Savior in the scriptures. But Jesus, on the other hand, that is a pagan god, boy, that our people worship. An Edomite looking pagan god. Right? The Amos chapter 3 verse 6, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Right? So, hey, the two-thirds of our people, the ones that worship this pagan god named Jesus the Christ, and not just to the Christians, but for you people that worship Allah and Krishna and Buddha and whatever madness again, all they create into all the imagination. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming back to put an end to your iniquity and put an end to the wickedness of this earth. And you're going to be put to death, and you're going to burn alongside Esau and alongside the stupid gods that you have created. You see what's going on in India? How they throw away all their gods. They realize that their gods can't do nothing for them. They themselves are stronger than their gods. They had to feed their god. You understand? They had to put food there for the god. They had to give the god water. They had to give the god shelter. You understand? We can't shelter Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We can't feed or give Yahweh Bashem Yahushua drink. Because he's the omnipotent, omniscient being. He's all worthy. So like an all-knowing, all-powerful being. You understand? He's above us. He provides for us, not the other way around. You know? And hey, with this lesson was edifying. I just giving all praises, honor and glory unto the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Shalom.